Hey everyone, Sambo here. Welcome back to Alsamore. Now in today's episode, I want to show something that I have built off camera that I did mean to show you guys, but I never got around to doing it. And I also want to go through some of the plans that I have, and I want some feedback from you guys about what should be done, what shouldn't be done, because I do want to incorporate you guys into the planning of that. So what I want to show you guys first is when I first built this harbor area here, our cruise ship terminal, there was a lot of space in between this little area which I built on camera versus down here. So this is basically slums, pretty much. It's just slums. And I want to just show it off and talk about how I've designed it and why I've designed it in certain ways. And after that, we'll talk about a few other future plans. Okay, so what I was trying to do is we have like the newer areas, well, not the newer areas, but the modern, not modern, the cleaner areas, the more attractive areas, and then we have the slummy areas. And I try to really make sure that there's a divide because, for example, if you're coming off your cruise ship and then you come over here and you get on the tram here. So I've actually put up walls all the way along that block out all of the slummy areas because obviously they don't want the people coming off the cruise ship to be like, oh, that's a bit yucky. So I try to cover it as much as I can. So they come along here and I purposely made it all nicer, newer buildings along here. So I thought maybe there would be some kind of like gentrification or something like that, where they just kind of redevelop the slummy area. So it comes along here. And then after this point, you'll start to notice there's these fences everywhere. So we have a station comes along here, and so this one just needs to go all the way through here. And if we quickly, I don't know if I can go back. Sorry if it's jumpy. I can't actually change the settings of this first person camera. Look down there. So there's kind of some slums, but if you're on the tram, you kind of zoom past quickly. And like if we go through here, we have huge, big fence here. Yes, I know the palm tree is kind of going through, but we come along here and again, it's still all kind of hidden. Like you only get a little glimpse of what is beyond the fence. Come along here, same type of thing. And then it goes open because there's nothing on that side, but still on this side there's more slums. Then we come around here and the tram goes along here. We go back into the more presentable areas, which is this space around here, and then it comes around and then we come over to, if I can just kind of zoom out, we have this area here. So it's a big tram transfer area. So we've got one tram on this side, press play, and then you can walk across the sunken main road there. And then we have this tram which goes up into the city and also goes this way past the industrial area, which is what we worked on in the last episode. And then it goes further on, and we will extend this tram as well. This tram right here, it ends, so its purpose is only to go from this area where they'll transfer and go back over to, and we'll go back over to the harbor. I was just noticing some of the buildings, they're not very clear when you go into first person. So anyway, that's the thing that we're trying to do here. So we have a big fence that goes through here and kind of blocks out everything. And I'm not really liking how the visuals are right now. I think it must be just how the first person mod is. So a lot of these slummy areas, yes, I'll go into those in a second, but a lot of those, well, pretty much all of them, they are from a Mexico pack. And no offense to Mexicans, but that's just the name of the pack. It is in the asset list, so you have to go through that and find it. But yeah, they're all in there. And actually, I think they look really, really cool as well. So here we go. So if I just go over here, I know it is quite different from the whole city if we zoom out. So you can see it's kind of different, but I wanted to do some kind of slums because I've never done them before. And I know that slums, realistically, their roads are a lot more wavy, wonky, jagged, kind of all over the place. But this little island here is like that, but this part here is not. So let's jump out of first person and let's go have a better look. So if we zoom out like this, we have the nicer areas here up on the tip, and then we have the nicer areas that kind of go along here, and then it goes back into slums all throughout here. And I like that it's not connected through there as well. So if we come over here, And here we go. So nice good mixture of buildings. I tried to make it as poor looking as possible. Like I put in some power lines. I didn't really, why is the camera going funny? I didn't really want to add too much extra. So there's no schools, there's no police, there's no shops. I don't think. We have a few areas for their boats. Not too many because it's a slummy area, this area. We also have this area as well, which we might have to change that depending on what you guys think about what I want to do in the future. It's pretty much all on top of each other, and it's all kind of like they're segregated into this little area. Like they shouldn't go beyond the fence. They shouldn't build beyond that fence there because that's all for the wealthier people. So we want to block out the slummy area. And then instead of just doing it on this side, we also have this space over on this side as well, because I thought it's kind of slummy, so they're going to build wherever they can. So they've got some basic areas over here, nothing too fancy. Another area for the boats, and then this other area over here, it's even more slummier, I think, because the roads actually disappear, and it goes, I made it, oh, see that person was just walking on top. I made it so that cars actually can't drive any further than this point here, so it's really just for pedestrians to walk through. I don't know how I managed it, but somehow I did. All of these buildings don't actually require basically anything. All they need is water and electricity, and after that they don't need anything. So I don't know how I managed that. So if we go over here, and that allows me to really put them in pretty much wherever. Like you'll notice I got some buildings over the roads here. The road goes through here as well. There's a road there. Like you can't really see it because they're really just all on top of each other, and I feel like that's how they should be. The slums, we've got some power lines, a few trees, we've got some little boats here, got a bit of a dock there, canoe, another dock, fishing boat, some fish there, sitting areas. So I didn't want to do it too big because I feel like if it's too big then it won't fit in with the whole city. And it's actually pretty bright for nighttime, I think. So that is our slummy area. And sorry I didn't show you guys it sooner. I just never got around to doing it. But the reason why I want to show it off to you guys in this episode is because in the last episode we worked on this big industrial area, and I had a lot of feedback. Yes, I'm going to put in more offices, which of course I was going to do in the future. I just hadn't got around to it yet. But I also want to put in a cargo train line. So the cargo train line, obviously it has to connect up this area. We also have we might put a cargo station here, and then we also need to connect down here in Safed, because all of this here is a cargo area. Yes, there is some traffic build up, but that's not a big deal. So we need to make a train line that goes all the way down along here, but then the train also has to continue over through here, which is where our port is probably going to be. You can see I put in a little port there just for now, but then we also need to continue the line over into the other country over to here. So the question is, how do I get the train line from here over to here? So this is where I want the feedback from all of you guys. So one option was to, this part over here is easy, so it just goes along here and then it'll connect up here. And then one really basic option was to just do a massive tunnel which goes through here and then pops out on this side. But I don't think, do you guys like this area as well? I think it looks cool, but I don't think it's, I don't think it'll look good just to do a big tunnel. That's kind of boring. So I want to do it above ground, but the question is, where is it going to go? And my first area, the first target would obviously be the slummy area, because I feel like in real life, governments would naturally take away the space from the slum area to build whatever they want, because they don't really care about the people in the slum areas. So whatever we do for the cargo train line, there will have to be some kind of sacrifice from the buildings. So someone is going to be bothered, something is going to become less appealing, and I'm fully aware of that, and that's okay. But I just want to make it above a land so we can actually see it. Now we can't do it up along here because this is like a tourist area. We put a train across here. I mean, really, like that's not gonna look good. So we can't do it up through here. I don't know, we can't really do it through here as well, because I think that would really wreck the look of it. We could possibly do like an elevated train line that goes through here, then goes maybe above the highway, but I don't think that'll look good as well. So really the only thing that I was thinking of is after it goes to here, it'll come back around and kind of like go along the shoreline, and then it might go along the shoreline here. So we might have to demolish some of the poorer areas along here. This boat here, even if I turn it on, it never works. Like, it always has that, and I know what it means, but it never works. So we can probably demolish that anyway. Bring the train line along here, and I know it's close to here, but we could maybe just slip it along here, make it go really slow, and then come over here, and then connect up, and then go along this side of the highway, and then eventually over to here. So that's the only thing I'm thinking of. Like, over here would be too hilly. I don't want to do a massive tunnel, and I don't know if I want to do like an elevated area through here. So the only real option is like the poorer area. So yeah, so what do you guys think? What should I do? That's why I'm showing you guys this area, because like, although I want to keep it, obviously we're going to keep this area. We're not going to change too much, but I think for the sake of getting a train line through here, this might be the only option. Like, the only thing is we'll have to do a train line going across here. But we have to think, like, this whole country, it is more industrialized anyway, so it's not really, the city isn't all about like appearance, it's more about making money and surviving basically. So maybe that's like the only option, or yeah, I think that's like the only option really. Oh, what's this? Not enough goods to sell. Okay, we'll fix that up over time. So let me know what you guys think about the train line plan. And yeah, this is our slummy area. I think it looks good. Actually, oh, what happened then? Did we run out of power? Or, I don't know, all the lights went out. But yeah, let me know what you think, because I'm really asking you guys, I'm really asking you guys for some feedback, in particular for this topic on what to do. Anyway, let me know, and I'll see you guys in the next one.